Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an Unexplained Artifacts video on ancient discs. They're throughout the 19th century and before and after that as well, but primarily throughout the 19th century. Common everyday people doing common everyday tasks found all manner of strange objects embedded in coal and rock, which millions of years old. Most of these were reported but not well documented or researched. I'm going to list four discs which were found and fairly well documented. Okay, these things had no business being found where they were. Okay, before I get into this though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page over on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there, including the one pictured here, The House Off Farrago Road. It's just a fun story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. Yeah, it's modern day mythology set in an out-of-the-way, cozy little manor. Yeah. I hope if you enjoy the quirky weird, check out my author page. Trust me, you're going to find all kinds of stuff there. All right. In 1838, in a sandstone quarry in Lorain County, Ohio, workers broke apart the sandstone, which was 380 million years old, and a disc dropped out of a perfect cavity. So it wasn't that they dug a hole and put the disc in it. It was the stone formed around the disc. Okay, it was a flat disc of dark metal with geometric symbols on both sides. The disc was documented in local newspapers, excuse me, and was left at a local church for safekeeping. The preacher signed a receipt for the disc. Newspaper articles and that receipt both still exist. Unfortunately, there was a fire at the church and the disc somehow disappeared. Imagine that. That's what usually happens with a lot of these artifacts that people can't explain. They end up disappearing. They've been known to disappear out of the Smithsonian Institute, just so you know. In 1846, in a coal mine in Wales, they were breaking out chunks from a coal seam that was 310 million years old. 310 million years old. There was a 2-inch diameter disc inside the coal. One side had raised dots in a ring pattern, and the other in concentric ring patterns. The other side had a spiral design. The disc was documented in a paper in the Royal Society, so we know it did exist. In 1862, a road crew blasting through Miocene basalt in southern France. I always get that word wrong. It's basalt, B-A-S-A-L-T, some kind of stone. In southern France. The stone was 12 million years old. After one explosion, a worker witnessed a 3-inch circular disc drop from a perfect cavity in the rock. So again, the rock formed around the disc, not the other. Nobody dug a hole in it and put the disc in there. The stone formed around the disc. The disc was bronze but was not corroded. One side was smooth, but the other side bore a relief of a tree with spreading branches on either side of the tree. On either side. But on either side of the tree there were two animals, which nobody could positively identify what these animals were. The disc is listed in Dolhack's bulletin and put on. The disc was listed in I can't read my own damn writing. In Dolhack's bulletin and put on display in a museum. They did some renovation to the museum in 1911, and somehow or other that disc disappeared as well. Yeah. In 1871. A man named Lawrence Gilman was drilling a well near Lone Ridge, Illinois. At 125 feet, the drill stopped. When he brought it up, there was a coin embedded in the debris on the end of the bit. It was a perfect coin the size of a quarter. On one side, there were figures of possibly people. They couldn't really identify what they were, but they looked like some kind of people. And on the other side, there was a strange, unidentified animal. The rock formation at that depth was 250 to 300 million years old. Now, Gilman told everybody that he could. The local newspaper ran one article back on page 6. The Smithsonian never even replied. Gilman died in 1899, and shortly after that, the coin disappeared. Yeah, I don't know, maybe his relatives sold it or something. We don't know, but it's gone. There's a man named Michael Cremo. I talk about him a lot on my videos, especially these. He wrote a book called Forbidden Archaeology. Michael Cremo is a scientist. He is not an author. It is a very difficult read. I've got the book in there on my shelf, and I take a shot at reading it again from time to time. It takes forever. I finished it once, but it's a tough read. It is a tough read. However, the information in there is absolutely prime. If you're interested in out-of-place artifacts and hidden history and things like that, lies that the scientific community is telling us, you need to get that book, Forbidden Archaeology. I swear by that book. Okay. I don't know what is going on exactly. Nobody does. But for whatever reason, science is hiding, mainstream science is hiding our true history, and our history is who we are. We have to know that. And for whatever reason, they're hiding it, and this book is, I mean, it pretty well lays it out. These coins were found in areas where they could not possibly have been. Humans didn't exist millions of years ago like that. They weren't forging metal 12 million years ago, okay? Much less 300 million years ago, or further. So, how did those coins get there? Maybe somebody's time traveling and dropping stuff back in the day. Who knows? My point is, those coins should not be there. There has to be an explanation. According to mainstream science, humans weren't around back then. So somebody's wrong. It's all there is. That's all I got to say. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good. If anybody else has any more information, any more out of place artifacts, something like this, any differing opinions, please put them down there. It's okay if you disagree with me. We can still be friends. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.